Okay, thank you for joining our special Friday Pilates yoga class. It'll be a nice way to get into the weekend and kind of recover from our weird day off in the middle of the week yesterday. Let's start standing. We're gonna take a big inhale up and exhale, reach forward, forward. Come to a fold. Inhale back up, trying to get that back nice and straight. Inhale up. Exhale, reach down, fold. Inhale back up. Let's do this 2 more times at your own pace. Just getting a little bit of movement here, feeling our breath moving through our body. Last one, exhale. And inhale up, palms to heart center. Let's come down to the mat. We will start our Pilates warm up here with some arm overs. So feet are comfortably resting on the mat. You don't need to try to walk them close to your booty. Tuck your shoulder blades under to open your chest. Big inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. And on that exhale, on the inhale, you're opening up the belly and chest. And on the exhale, pressing that belly button down to the spine, trying to get as little space as we can between the belly button and the spine here without flattening the spine all the way to the mat, maintaining that natural curve, but instead using your core muscles to press down, compression, contraction. 2 more. Big inhale, big expansion, and an exhale. Awesome. Feeling the core engaged, nice here, nice curve on that lower back. We're going to open the legs pretty wide. Back. We'll flex those feet, arms overhead. We're going to do a reach to the opposite side. So lift those arms, reach to one side, roll back, open the arms all the way back up. Reach to the other side, tap, open, arms back overhead. So exhaling on this sit up, and then a nice inhale on the way back. Exhale, reach, inhale, back. On the sit up, you're pressing that, you're rolling that tailbone up to the sky, pressing the lower abs down to lift your upper body up. It should feel really nice. Just getting that nice twist. Open up and reach. Full body motion here. Nice opportunity to press the air out through the diaphragm as you rotate that tailbone up toward the sky to lift up the head and shoulders. Keep it going. We'll do 2 more sets. Reach. And reach. Nice. 1 more set like this. Exhale, reach and twist. Last one. Reach and twist. Roll back down. Let's come into a variation of this. So we're going to have our legs in that same V, but this time they're going to be in the air, and we are going to reach and open, reach and open, reach and open, reach and open. So you can use that elbow on the mat as a little bit of an anchor to get yourself way up in the air, reaching toward the opposite foot, sticking with the twist. This variation is a little bit more challenging. Of course, you can always just stay, that both that shoulders stay on the mat, just reaching here rather than lifting up onto that elbow and getting both shoulders up off the mat. Reach and open. Reach and open. 2 more sets. Reach and open. Reach and open. Last set. Reach and open and reach and open. Grab those feet, come into a happy baby pose, trying to press the knees down into the armpits. You can rock side to side. A little bit of a stretch for the hips here. Catch your breath. And let's do rolling like a ball a few times, and then we'll roll all the way over into our plank. So grab onto your knees, make yourself into a little ball, rock back, rock up, try to catch your balance. Rock back and up. You can let your feet go over your head when you're coming back. Have fun with this momentum. Enjoy rolling through. 2 more. 2, and now cross your legs, roll all the way through to your hands and knees. We're going to come down onto elbows for a plank rainbow. So this can be on your knees, up and over, or up on your toes. You probably want your knees or your toes pretty close together since we're going to be going side to side. Now we're going to lift those hips up and over to make a rainbow. So normally we would not pop our booty in a plank, but here we are trying to get that whole arcing motion and then dropping the hip almost, but not quite to the mat on the side. Staying strong through the shoulders. When you come down, we're not collapsing into that shoulder. They're staying broad. The spine is lifted between them, not dropping the neck and head, side to side. Beautiful. And of course, you're not wedded to any variation. So if you want to drop to your knees, you can. If you're on your knees and feel like you can go up onto your toes, feel free. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back and reach. In a child's pose, we're going to take a break here for a few seconds, and then we're going to come to a plank hold. So coming back here on your elbows, or you can go up to your hands if that's more comfortable. Extend out into your plank. This time we're keeping that booty in line, head, shoulders, booties, knees or heels in line. Pressing the heels behind you if you're up on the toes, lifting through the shoulders for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Coming onto the side for some side lying leg lifts. You can have your arm as a pillow, or you can prop your head up. Body is in a straight line, top hand on your hip or on the mat in front of you for stability. Hips are straight up and down. We're going to start with both feet facing the front of the room. Lift and lower. So those feet are in a flexed position, as though you were walking on the ground. That's going to shorten the muscles along the front of the leg. Kind of gives us a different feeling of work here. Just a nice up and down motion for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Shake it out. We're going to keep that foot flexed, bend the knee. We're going to press back, bring the knee in. So it's a little bit of a kickback. We're working to keep these hips straight up and down. So your core should really be straining here to maintain the position of your upper body. Feel that core engage as we push that leg behind. Also feel a little bit of work in the glute here. And kick. Nice. Kick. And kick. Really thinking about the work happening, especially in this oblique right here, this top oblique should definitely be working. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down, wiggle a little bit. Our last kick move here, pointing the toes now, opening this top hip so that the foot is open up to the ceiling, lifting here. So again, keeping these hips straight up and down, kind of push this top hip forward a little bit so it doesn't open to the back. Trying to keep that leg rotated in the hip socket so that the leg is open. Big lift here. Having that hip open and pointing the toe kind of gives us a little more range of motion. Lift, well, depending on your particular anatomy. For me, it does. And down, lift, and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Shake it out. Switch over to the other side. We're going to start with those flexed feet. Lining up your body. Feeling really good here. Lifting up and down. So feel how different that is for the muscle work than having that leg open. It's great that we have a way to kind of target different muscle groups just by changing the position of our feet. Lift, lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right, bending that leg, keeping the foot flexed, reach back and in, back and in. Engage the core and in. Feel this oblique and in, holding on and in. Nice. Feel the glute kick in a little bit right here and in. Push back and in. Nice job. Push back and in. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last variation. Give it a little shake. Pointing the toes, opening this top hip, lifting the leg up to the sky, keeping that hip forward. Lift. Getting your big range of motion here. Feeling your core still working to keep your body in alignment. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Nice job. It's a really mellow, rainy Friday, so just listen to your body about the level of intensity you need today. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lie on your back, shake those legs out. Again, come into your happy baby. Let's open up those hips, stretch out the glutes, rock side to side. Okay, we're gonna roll through again, coming onto our belly. This time we're going to be doing some lower back work. We're going to be doing in our Sphinx pose, some heel kicks. So elbows are right under shoulders. Fingers are spread, palms flat on the mat. We're not collapsing this lower back here. We're lifting up from below so that we just have a natural curve in our spine, not an exaggerated sway back curve. So engaging that core to protect the spine. Tall through the shoulders, not collapsing here. Again, and let's kick and back. Kick and back. So bringing those heels as close to the glutes as you can bring them. A little bit of hamstring work here. Lots of lower back work. Some core work as we maintain that engagement to protect that lower back. Let's alternate. Kick, kick, kick. See if having the other foot anchored helps you get a little closer to those glutes with the heels. If you're starting to feel it in your lower back, make sure that your core is engaged. And if it is, then you are feeling what you should be feeling. If it feels like pain and not engagement, you can drop down, hands to the chin. But if you're feeling the work, stay up here in our Sphinx. Kick for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to both feet together. Bring them up. Click, click, click those heels and down. Click, click, click the heels. Recommit to those strong shoulders. It's really easy to start them, let them start to sag about now. Recommit to that engaged core below, protecting that spine and down. Click, 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 and down. Click, 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 and down for 4, and down. 3, and down. 2, and down. Last one, and down. Pushing back into a child's pose, big toes together, knees apart. Palms flat on the mat, pushing back to stretch that lower back. You can rock your hips side to side to get even more of that tension out. Beautiful. We're going to come now, very much, excuse me, please, into a side plank with a reach. So I'm going to fold the mat to give my elbow a little more cushion. Coming onto the elbow, nice straight line from the elbow to the hip and then to either the knee or the feet. You can have the bottom knee bent, top foot, both knees, both feet, top foot. It can be anchored in front. Arm up, we're gonna reach over, reach back, reach over, reach back. So on this reach over, you can lift your hips up into the air. When you're reaching back, try not to collapse them toward the mat. Try to maintain this straight line. Reach and back, reach and back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to hold this reach, hold those hips high in the air for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Coming to the other side. Set up your plank, choose your option. Lifting up, nice straight line here. Reach and back. Reach and back. Beautiful. Reach. Reach. And again, you don't have to commit to one variation of that plank for the whole exercise. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down. One last time, happy baby, before we transition into our yoga. Pressing the knees down into the armpits. Holding onto the calves, ankles, or feet. Rocking side to side. And you can open up those feet for a stretch here if you would like. Or you can stay in that happy baby. Because we're about to come into our yoga and do a lot more stretching. So let's roll through hands and knees. Coming through some cat-cow. Big inhale, drop the belly, open the chin. Big exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. All right, tuck those toes under, walk the hands back to the feet. Coming to this forward fold. We're gonna slowly roll up. Head last. Roll those shoulder blades back. And let's come into our Tadasana, our mountain pose. Feet are hip distance apart. Engage those thighs. Lift the rib cage up off the waist, making space to engage the core. Roll the shoulder blades back. Open the palms to the front of the room. Lift your chin, close your eyes. Big inhale, and on the exhale, roll the shoulders back and drop them down so far. Inhale, you can bring the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them down and back. One more time. Feel how much length you can get in that neck. Open the eyes. Let's come into our Vinyasa. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to a fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hold this fold. You can take a yoga toe hold here. You can come into gorilla pose by bringing your feet under your hands, or you can rest your hands on your shins. Whatever is comfortable today. I spent a lot of time on an airplane yesterday, so I'm stick with yoga toe hold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant those palms, step or jump back into a plank. Big inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Hug the elbows to the rib cage as you float down toward the mat. Inhale to an up dog, protecting that spine just like we were in the Sphinx. And exhale to a down dog. Let the heels float to the mat, roll through the shoulders to drop the head between the arms. That feels nice. Inhale the right leg into the air. And let's step through first to a runner's lunge. So bring that foot in between the hands, fists on either side of the foot, pressing the back heel back to the back of the room, reaching forward with the head, top of the head, giving that nice oppositional stretch, resting the chest on that thigh if you can. Now plant the inside hand, the left hand next to the right foot, and open the right arm to the ceiling for a nice twist here. Trying to open up those shoulders to the wall in front of you. Gaze up to that top hand, continuing to press back with that back heel to straighten the back leg. And bring that palm back to the mat. Step back into your down dog. And let's repeat that on the left. Inhale the left leg up. Step the foot between the hands, a fist on either side. Reaching forward with the top of the head, pushing back with the heel. Resting the chest on the thigh if you can. Feel that hamstring trying to let go of a little bit of tension. Hips stretching out. And plant that right hand next to the left foot. Open the left arm up to the sky. Continuing to press back with the right heel. Opening the shoulders to the front of the room. Gaze up to the sky. Palm back to the mat. Step that foot back into your down dog one more time. Inhale, right leg. This time we're going to step through to our warrior one. Rotate that left foot down to the mat. Rise up into our warrior one. Hopefully that little bit of a hip stretch helped us to get a good alignment here with those hips facing the front of the room. 2 breaths. And then palms to heart center, opening to warrior two, 2 breaths. Big inhales, and on the exhales, try to float down toward the mat. Flip that front hand, reach it back, spear up to the sky. And now, reaching over into this extended side angle, tucking the elbow inside the knee. Again, inhaling, and on the exhales, trying to float down toward the mat. Palms to the mat. Step that right foot back to a plank. Big inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Floating down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Doing that on the left side. Inhale the left leg up. Step it into warrior one for 2 breaths. Pressing the outside edge of the right foot to the mat. Inhale, open up to warrior two. Floating down on the exhales. Flip that front hand. Reaching up into peaceful warrior. Really reaching this top hand into the sky. Getting a good stretch along the side of the body. And finally come into our extended side angle. Tucking that elbow, both hands strong. Bottom hand reaching to the sky. Floating down on our exhale. Palms to the mat. Step back into a plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look up between your hands, step or jump your feet up to your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Feel how different this is than your first one. And we're gonna slowly roll up, head last to standing. Rotate those shoulders. Drop them away from the ears. Open the hands to the front of the room. Nice. Okay, balance pose. Let's try dancer today. So hand on hip to start. I'm going to start on my right foot because it's my good foot. You'll definitely see me falling on my left foot. So you can start with your hand on your hip, lift up all of the toes on one foot. Make sure you've got full contact with the floor. And now reach back for that foot. Just starting here, holding on to this foot. Knees are even. Reaching that arm up to the sky. And stop whenever you've reached something that's challenging for you. And now we're going to lean forward, keeping that bind, trying to keep the hips square, not opening that back hip. Lifting that foot into the air, pressing it into that hand. And hold. And bring it back. Uncurl yourself. Roll that standing ankle, roll the wrist. Wiggle, get yourself ready for the other side. Left hand on left hip, lift up those left toes. Set them down, feel really anchored in that left foot. Reaching the right foot into the right hand. Whoa. Arm up. Choosing a spot to focus as you reach forward into this dancer pose. And unfurl. Nice job. Let's do some standing V to a goddess pose. So we're going to start by bringing our feet into a really wide V. Toes are facing in a little bit Starting with hands on hips, a little tiny back bend, reaching up and over with the head and neck. Inhale and then exhale, folding down, reaching your hands through your legs, palms facing up, letting the head drop. Trying to let those hamstrings relax here. Hands back to hips, rising back up to standing. Extend the arms this time. Big inhale with a little back bend. Exhale, fold over, keeping the arms extended. And now reach that left hand over to the right ankle for a twist. Right arm is up to the sky, gaze is up at that top arm. Trying to relax into this stretch. Staying down here, untwist yourself, both arms extended, and now reach with the right arm over to the left leg, looking up at the left hand in the sky. And uncurl, both arms extended again, rise back up. Arms down. Bringing our palms to heart center. We're going to turn this into a goddess pose now. You can bring your heels in a little bit. You'll just have to find the best position for you. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring the palms back down and sit down into this wide-legged goddess pose. You can bring your elbows to the inside of your thighs, trying to drop those glutes down below the knees. My body does not really work that way, but I think I'm in the minority there. You can rock side to side, feeling this nice stretch on those thighs. Drop the hands to the floor, straighten the legs. One more fold here. And bend the knees, coming back to that goddess. You can be stationary or you can rock side to side, trying to lift the gaze. See if the second one can get a little deeper. And now slowly rise up. Inhaling those arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring them down. One last time, we're going to come through our Vinyasa. We're going to do a quick boat, and then we'll do our Savasana. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stepping all the way through those legs. Getting set up for a boat. You can do a supported boat with both feet and hands on the mat, or with just hands on the mat, or you can extend your arms, extend your legs. We'll hold here for 5 breaths. And slowly lower your body to the ground. And relax. Let the earth support you. No more muscle work. Tuck your shoulder blades under, palms to the sky. Have your feet a comfortable distance apart. Let them open up. Close your eyes. Push your shoulders away from your ears. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Roll your wrists and roll your ankles. And now we're going to roll over onto one side using your arm as a pillow, tucking your knees and your toes in a fetal position. Rest here for a few more breaths. And pushing up to a seated position, half lotus, palms down above the knees. Roll through the shoulders, drop them down. Drop the chin to the chest on an exhale. And lift the forehead to the sky on an inhale. Exhale. And inhale, open. One more time. Level the head, open your eyes, bring your gaze right in front of you, palms to heart center, big inhale. Exhale your palms to the center of your forehead, another big inhale. And if you'd like, you can join me in a bow. Namaste. Thanks for joining on this off-cycle Friday. Hope you don't have too busy of a of a Friday afternoon.